So sorry. Yeah, my battery was low. That's one of the reasons why I don't like going live unless my battery is fully charged. Okay, so we're going to be doing some quick reads. I'm going to turn the volume up too. So we're going to be doing some quick reads. So I'm going to, I have a lot of stuff I got to go over, and I feel kind of bad about it. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go over what I missed out before. Okay, so before I said don't get your wedding ring cleansed. Don't take it to a place to get it cleansed. They're going to switch out the diamonds. I think I had mentioned that. So I'm going to try to recap everything because it's like crazy. Otherwise, I'm going to have to redo this. I probably won't do it tomorrow. It might be the next day. But I'm going to continue to go on. Please like and share. But anyway, just I'm glad you're watching. So anyway, let me finish going on with it. It says, do not get your wedding ring cleansed. Don't take it to get cleansed. They will take the diamond out and put a less quality stone in it. So be careful of that. Okay? And let's see. We're doing a recap. I'm going to do the recap to talk about all the stuff that's been going on. I don't know. My battery was low. I apologize. I'm going to probably redo the reading in maybe another day or two. I probably won't do it tomorrow, but I'm going to try to knock it out tonight. It's saying, wait to buy a car. Like, don't buy a car right now. Just wait to buy a car. If you're going to buy a car, it's saying wait to buy the car. Okay, so it's saying that try to, like on your journey in life, try to be very careful with people that you cut off. Like if you fell out with them, don't have them back around you. Because it's saying family or foes. People, it's saying keep all people away that you fell out with. Friends, family, or foes. Foes is like enemies, like people that you ain't never going to talk to again. And it says their plans is to see you fail. They just want to use you. Be firm at this time. You got to be very firm at this time. Trust should be earned. So the spirit is, I'm going back from like what I was talking about, the recap for 5 months, because I haven't been doing any quick reads since February. Yeah, so I haven't done anything at all. So, but I was able to take notes. Like when the spirit had something to tell me, I was able to take notes. Okay, so it's saying that if you fell out with somebody, don't be good with them again. That means if you fell out with friends, family, or foes. Foes is enemies. Like people you ain't never gonna have nothing to do with. Their plan is to see you fail. They just want to use you. Be firm at this time. Trust should be earned. Keep calm and stay focused. It drives them crazy when they don't know what you're doing. So your enemies and the people that you cut off is driving them crazy because they don't know what you're doing. They're like, oh my God, what is she doing now? What is he doing now? So it's saying be very careful. Now the reading before that, in the quick read, it was saying that a trans woman is going to tell your wife that you have been dipping out or doing different types of stuff with this person, so you better be careful. So a trans woman is going to like spill the beans on you. So if you hooking up with a trans woman, she about to tell your wife what's been going on. So if I was you, I would tell my wife first, so it won't be a surprise. Say, look, you should tell your wife first. Like if somebody call your wife and tell her some crazy stuff, tell her first, so she won't be surprised and the impact won't be so hard on you. Because if you tell her first, it ain't gonna be a surprise, right? So I would tell her first, because especially, if you're trying to work on your marriage and you're trying to work on your relationship with your wife, tell her first. If somebody call your wife and tell her some crazy stuff, but it's saying a trans female is going to tell your wife on you. If you've been hooking up with a trans woman, tell your wife first before she call, because they gonna call and tell on you. Also, it's saying that this is the time to stay focused. And as I've said before, it drives your enemies crazy that they don't know what you're doing, because they're not a part of your life no more. Give them zero access. That means block them, making sure they don't have no contact with you on no level. Just be very firm, because they need to understand that you're serious. And it's saying that these different cultures, different races are believers now. Like, let's say if you're a spiritual person and maybe people didn't take you serious because you're maybe like me, African American, or maybe you're from another culture, or maybe people didn't take you serious. Maybe they thought you was not who you say you are. Maybe they didn't think you were like a real spiritualist, or maybe they didn't think you were initiated. Because being crowned an Orisha is pretty powerful. Anyway, my goddaughter is ringing the doorbell because she wants to come in the shop tonight. So I'm going to keep you going. I'll be right back. I got to let her in. I'll be right back. So the lights are off. Your keys are underneath here. Okay. I brought some Hello Kitty fish. Yay! I love it. Yeah, it's some like a mango margarita in that little it's a mango margarita in the little blender thing. Anyway, it was my goddaughter. I was letting her in. She wants to come and hang out with her godmother tonight. Anyway, so getting back to the point. So the spirit is saying that these different cultures now are believers. So you have different races and different cultures that are believers now. Like, they thought that you weren't about that life. They thought you weren't serious. So they're believers now, because a lot of stuff you said to them have come to pass. Even a lot of stuff I've said to people have come to pass. Also, I'm doing quick reads so you can ask questions. You can ask whatever you want. And it's no fee. So you can ask questions before I leave. Okay, so let me see what else I need to see. Okay, so I think I said earlier, somebody is pregnant, they have to get a C-section. So you got to be mindful of that. And I know you don't want a C-section, but they're saying that you're going to have to get a C-section for health reasons. So just don't be surprised. Whoever's pregnant and they tell you towards the end, as you begin to give birth, they're going to say you need to get a C-section, but it's for health reasons. Because, you know, something is going on. They want to make sure the baby is safe. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so like I said, as I was saying, the different cultures and the different races are now believers, and they believe you are who you say you are, because it was them trying to stop you. They know who you say you are because it was them trying to stop you. They're the ones that was trying to sabotage you. So they know you the real deal because they see what their tactics were doing weren't working. So now they're believers now. They're going to be calling you for help. They're going to be calling you, asking you for help, because they're like, wow, if this person is really what they say they are, I need to know what they know. So be careful and be mindful of that. Also, that's funny. Okay, yeah. It says someone has lost their life trying to harm you. So if you find out somebody is no longer part of this world anymore, don't be surprised, because this person was trying to hurt you. And it was a person that was trying to stop at nothing to cause you to lose your destiny. So if you find out this person ain't around no more, it's because they were probably low-key hating on you. So Don't be surprised if you hear the news, because it's saying that, God bless them, condolences if you do know who this person is. Hopefully they made their peace with God. But they were trying to harm you. It says, watch out for electrical fires or bad cords. It may spark a fire. Spirit is talking about pallbearers. Like the people that carry the caskets. So somebody might ask you to be a pallbearer. So be mindful of that. If it's a close relative, fine. Or maybe you are already a pallbearer. So it's saying that just you need to get a cleansing. I recommend using a salt bath to cleanse some of that negativity, because death is a spirit that looks for the next person to take. And death comes in threes. So that means if you are a pallbearer and you was holding somebody's casket, you might need to go get a cleansing or do a salt bath. I recommend that because death looks for the next person to take. Just so you'll know, because death is a spirit and we have to respect it. Also, someone either wants to be a cheerleader or you need a cheerleader. You need somebody to hype you up, because it's like you're kind of like losing your tenacity. You don't have the focus like you had before. So you need somebody to cheer you on. You need someone to let you be great and you guys be great together. But you need someone to cheer you on. Also, the spirit is saying something about somebody at the bank is stealing people's money. So identity theft is on the rise, but they're saying the bank worker is doing it. Spirit is saying a bank manager is stealing from everyone's account and hoping that they don't find out. So be careful. They got somebody at the bank stealing people's money, but it's a bank manager or a bank worker. They could be working together. It could just be one person trying to blame somebody else for doing it, but it's one person that's stealing from people's account. And they're going to get caught. Trust me. They're not going to get away with it. Trust me. They think they're getting away with it, but it's going to happen very soon, and they don't even know they're being investigated. So when it happens, just send me an inbox or DM me and say, wow, Sandy, you was right. So that's sad that people are doing that. They think that they hope you don't check your account. They're hateful. For somebody to do that, to steal out of somebody's account, they're doomed for destruction. If somebody at the bank I remember I was at Lowe's. It was a dude that was working at Lowe's, and he worked at a bank, and he was saying anybody can steal from somebody's account and they'll never know it, because they can easily get a deposit slip without you being there and steal from your account. I was like in shock. So that's what the spirit is saying. You got to be mindful. Anybody on this platform, check your accounts. Make sure nobody is taking money out of your account. If you're a person that don't check your account all the time and they know that you don't, they could be stealing money out of your account, and they could be pretending like they don't know what's going on, and it's really them that's doing it. And sometimes they can steal from so many accounts that they'll steal 100 here, maybe 50 here, and you'll never know. But think about it. If they steal $50 from 100 accounts and ain't nobody paying attention to it, unless it's a person that's really like serious about watching their money, you ain't gonna never know. But he was saying that people that work at the bank could actually get a deposit slip and steal out of people's accounts. So you got to watch your accounts, watch your money,